Hi everybody, in this video we are graphing a transformed parent function, and that parent function is going to be the cube root of x. So just one little piece of advice is that when you draw the root symbol, this like that, maybe use that to remind yourself of that shape. So the square root is the one that looks like that, and then the cube root is the one that looks more like that, right? So those are your two main, you see them all the time, root graphs, right? Now, what does the cube root look like? I'm glad you asked. I'm so prepared. So here we have a little rendering of the, oops, sorry, I'm moving my desk, of the cube root graph. And if you see on here, from that point, which is at HK, that's your point of inflection, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 7. You're not going to really fit up 1 over 19. And this will get you to move over sideways to all the perfect cubes as opposed to the perfect squares. Okay? So we do the same thing in the negative direction because we can take the cube root of negative numbers. Okay? Okay, so let's go quickly through this. I have details in other videos, so hopefully you can figure all of this out. So let's go. Let's list all of our transformations. For starters, we're going to go right 1. We're going to go up 2. So that means I could take my little highlighter here, right 1 and up 2, and you will have a crosshair, your HK, transformed to that position right over there. Then I have a 5 out front, so that is really a vertical stretch of 5. So there's really not much being done to this particular graph. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in my point of inflection right there. Now, instead of going up 1 over 1, up 1 over 7, vertical stretch, everything vertical stretching. So I'm going to go up 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. Up 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 7. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, even if the point is off of your paper, it's still good to think about where that point is so that when you draw your piece of your graph, right, that you're aiming in the right direction, okay? Because it's very easy to just go up all willy-nilly and not really go to the right place. Then I'm going to go down 5 instead of 1 over 1. And then down 5, 2, 5 over 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then connect as best as I can. So there you go, right? So that right there, just gonna fix that. I think it's ugly, right? That right there is the drawing we have for this graph. Now, hot tip again, if you want to check your graph, this point, I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to the last one. Hello. Okay. The last point I plotted is going to be where? It's at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 7, comma. What is this? 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, negative 8. So last one I plotted was negative 7, negative 8. What you can do to check is plug negative 7 in for x, clean it up, work it out, and see if you get negative 8 as your answer. So if I fill in negative 7 right there, negative 7 minus 1 is negative 8. The cube root of negative 8 will equal negative 2. From that step, I'm going to take negative 2 and multiply by 5. I get negative 10. And negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8. So indeed, I do get the right number. So my graph landed in the right place. So that is a great thing. We're doing great. And then what about the domain and range? So the domain is from negative infinity. We're going left and right forever till infinity. We don't have any discontinuities. Then we have the range, which is going to go from bottom to top, and that actually is going to be the exact same thing. Both cube root and cubic graphs have both a domain and range of negative infinity to infinity. There is no maximum and there is no minimum because never do we change from increasing to decreasing or vice versa. And that is the end of this one. This is a quick one. Nothing really fancy to show or chat about here. And playlist at the end has almost 100. I just checked. It has almost 100 examples. So there's plenty of things for you to practice. There might be stuff that we haven't done yet, but there's a ton of stuff in there. So anything that looks familiar that's worth practicing, go ahead, use it. Okay. And bye for now.